You've spoken previously about the need to refresh the squad in summer windows. Do you think the club might be moving away from that idea now, given they've got that core group all contracted for so long?
Jack, in one season, you cannot stay with 11, 12 players. You have to have the squad a bit longer. And the core and the heart of the team has to be there, has to be here. But in the same time, the players, like they are unhappy on playing, or they were more minutes that they have, we have to move. That's normal. So, but that's going to happen near the season. Many things is going to happen here until the end of the season. So players that are playing, maybe they behave, they perform not well, they're going to be replaced for other players, and the players that are not playing regularly, maybe is going to play. So move a lot, these kind of situations. But in that moment, you cannot replace 11 players in one season in transfer window. The core, the soul, the strong team, the young team has to stand as much as possible. But you have to move is when you move few players, and few players, they are not 10 players. Cannot be possible.
And with Alvarez, can I ask how much input did you have on that signing? Was it someone that you were pushing for with Cheeky, or did Cheeky bring him to you and say he looks
I think all decisions are made together, but the final decision is the club. The club. I never signed a contract here, not even in Bayern Munich, especially. Like I said, this player has to come. Yes, or that's my opinion. And after the club, Cheeky, especially with Ferran, with the people, financial issues, they then decide. So always the club signed the players. Never signed. I never put in my pocket £1 to sign a player. So Pep Guardiola signed a new player. No, it's Manchester City. And these players are in the past, in the present, and in the future, without Pep, with Pep, and without Pep. So always is the club. And the club decide, after talking, I saw the player many times, I have an info about him. And for the age, for the price, for many reasons, said, wow, for the future is a really, really good deal. He's a guy who has a sense of goal, the quality, the movements in behind, street player. And the club decide, okay, for that age that we have, for the, there, and especially for the fact stay under Marcelo Gallardo, one of the best managers in the world by far, and he's going to double up again and again this part of the season, and the preseason he will come, he will join us, and after we'll see what happens.
Thank you, Jack. Ian Whittle.
Hi, Pep. You're the sort of manager who takes a lot of attention to what's going on in the wider world, and obviously there's a kind of a serious political situation in the Ukraine at the minute. Obviously, I'm guessing that must be a concern to Oleksandr Zinchenko. He's a very sort of prominent figure there, captain of the national team, which is kind of a big symbol for that country. Have you had a conversation with him? Do you feel it necessary? Could the club sort
of... In that case, we'll have it for sure, but we don't have it because we have seen just 3 or 4 days together and come for the injury. We'll focus on that, but I'm pretty sure we're concerned. So every human being in the lovely country what happened, always we are concerned. So, and you know that geopolitics right now and all around the world is still happening in the 21st century. This kind of thing happened. It's so depressed, honestly. It's so depressed. And today the decision when it's been made just for the geopolitical, for interest, it's difficult to accept it, because at the end, neighbors countries like being together, could be stronger. Unfortunately, then it's happened. What happened? But I will speak with Alex, because even for me as a human being, he will know the situation much better than I know.
Is he in the squad for tomorrow? Could he play tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Paul Hurst.
Hi, Pep. Just going back to Julian Alvarez, you say you've watched him, obviously a lot of footage, etc. Where do you think he will play in your team if he does come? Is it a centre forward, or is it one of the wide players, or just behind?
Left back is not going to play.
No. Right back?
Wing back. No, it's not good. Up front. Up front in the middle. I saw a player more in positions in between the pockets and and a striker. Guys who has this sense of goal have to try to play close to the goal. Yeah, that's for sure.
And do you see any kind of comparisons with players that you've worked with in the past to him, or is he just his own kind of guy, basically?
No, he's a guy like he's so dynamic, so he doesn't need many things to do to I think he's playing it, the goal is there in his mind, and the way he finish and the way he make the movements of 4 or 5 meters. You have to have the desire and the passion and the strength without the ball. Like when you have 80, 90 years old, the age that we have is so young. So you see that he's hungry. He's starving. Yeah. And in that age is so nice. It's so nice to have it. Refresh many things in one team when you have few players of that. That's why I love to work with academy players when they have the talent and skills and they are good here, well educated with mom and dad. So, and when this happens, always is so productive for the all seniors, for the vintage players that still we have. So it's so important because they produce something new in terms of rhythm, in terms of no complaints, in terms of goal. So that's why I like to have 15, 16 top players. As much higher is better. Otherwise, you cannot compete. But the rest, the 5, 6, 7, I like to be in the academy. But they have to be good. Otherwise, it's no sense.